Welcome back, guys. So straight into it. Becca Backlight Filter Primer. I'm going to be using today. I absolutely love this primer. It gives you that glowy skin that everyone's looking for this summer. It's the new trend, being glowy, highlights everything, and this really tops it off to be underneath your foundation. Now we're going in with our Becca Aqua Luminous Foundation in the color Beige. This whole video I'm using a lot of Becca products because a lot of new beautiful things have come out this spring, but this one is definitely a really nice glowy foundation. Now I must say, if you have oily skin, this is not the foundation for you. It definitely gives you that oily, glowy finish. But I've realized that if you set a powder on top of it, it's not as bad, but still a very beautiful foundation. Next, we're going to go in with our Anastasia Dipbrow in the color Dark Medium. I have changed up my brow routine a little bit, so that's why I'm showing it to you guys today. I definitely feel like the Dipbrow takes a little bit longer, trying to get used to it, but can make your brows look very natural. If you know how to use it right, and if you are very light-handed and constantly use that comb and comb through your brows. But I'm really liking how it's making my brows look nowadays, especially with the summer coming on and I don't want to, do a lot. The Dipbrow is really the way to go this summer. Now we're going in with our Becca Undereye Brightening Corrector. Told you guys, Becca is hitting it off this spring. They have killed it with the products lately. But I'm just going to put this underneath my eye, and all it's going to do is just give a really brightening effect underneath the concealer. You don't have to put as much, but you know me, I like a lot underneath the eye. Then we're going in with the Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer, and you guys know me, the foundation is my holy grail. So when I found out that they had a concealer, I died, and it's just as good as the foundation. But we're also going to put this around our eyebrows, because what it's going to do is the Dipbrow you can get a little bit sloppy with. So it's really nice to just put any concealer and you can put it underneath your eyes to be able to shape it up and make them as nice and neat as possible. And then blending that out as well, and this concealer is so easy to blend out. I mean, you guys saw, that went away within like 15 seconds and it looks flawless. Then I'm just going to take this is a MAC brush, but I'm just going to shape up my brows and use the concealer to kind of define the lines. Now we're going to go ahead and set this with the Wet n Wild contouring palette. Now I've heard things about this, so this was actually my first time ever trying it. Now I really do like the yellow setting powder in it. It's very nice for being a drugstore palette, so I definitely recommend that if you didn't want to spend money on like the Anastasia one. This one's a really good dupe for it. Next, we're going to go ahead and start off with the eyes. I was just setting my eyes because I used the concealer as my primer. Next, we're going to go in with the Tartlette Bloom, and we're going in with Flower Child and Sweetheart, and we're going to be blending that out. Now we're going in with Smarty Pants with just any big fluffy brush, excuse me. You're just going to put it into your crease, and then on top of that we're going to put in our Makeup Geek Cocoa Bear. You guys know this is my holy grail. I probably use it in every single one of my videos. It's just a really nice brown that's, I feel like, goes with any look that you can do. But we're just going to put that in the crease and then blend it out as well. Now we're going in with Makeup Geek Chickadee and then Poppy that you're going to actually see here in a minute. But this just gives it a really nice balanced out color and to blend it out. I know a lot of people get scared with colors like these because they're so intense, but when you use them in such a light hand, you can really get a nice blended look out. Now we're going in with that same Tartlette palette and we're going to be mixing Rebel and Activist. They're both kind of a dark brick color, but if you, like I said, use a light hand, you can mix it in very well. Now we're going in with this MAC eyeshadow palette that I got with Honey Lust, and then we're going to add Shimma Shimma by Make It Geek on top of it just to intensify it a little bit. I just wanted to go for a natural, shimmery color, not anything intense, but just to give a nice little glow on the eyelid. Now we're going in with any mascara that you have. I'm using the L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara. You're just going to coat your lashes before we put our falsies on. Now, a lot of people I've also noticed they do their mascara after they put the false lashes on. The only thing that I don't recommend with that is that you'll start to get the mascara all over the lashes and you'll lose the integrity of the lashes. So if you do it before, it just coats them, makes them nice and black, and then you're not hurting your actual lashes. Then we're going to go in with the Wet n Wild bronzer. Now, my first time using this again, because I heard some good things about it, and personally it's not my favorite. It has more of a red undertone to it, which I'm not a fan of. But then we're going back in with that Wet n Wild contouring, and we're just going to use that contouring shade in there, which I actually really did like. It blended out really nicely, it had good pigmentation. So overall I would say that Wet n Wild palette is a pretty good drugstore contour palette if you're looking for one. Now we're going to go ahead and just with that yellow shade in there again and just kind of sharp up our contouring. Now we're going in with Smarty Pants and then Jet Setter from that Tartlette palette again, and we're just going to put a little bit of color underneath our eyes. For me personally, I don't like a lot of darkness underneath my eyes. I just feel like it can look a little muddy. So I just like to put usually whatever I'm putting in my crease on my upper lid, on my underneath my eye, just to kind of give it a little color, and then add a coat of mascara to get those bottom lashes as long as possible. Now we're going in with the star of the show. This is the new Becca Jaclyn Hill palette that just came out, and I mean it's sold out within minutes. It's beautiful. But first we're going to go in with one of the blushes in there. It's called Rose Spritz, and then we're going to top it off with the Two Beauties Champagne Pop and Prosecco's. These are too hard. Prosecco's. Oh my gosh, Prosecco Pop, and just glow up our skin. These highlighters are absolutely amazing. Jaclyn Hill did a fabulous job at creating this palette. So thank you guys so much for watching. This is my glowy summer dewy skin look. I hope it goes to your standards. But definitely one of my go-to this summer, just because it's been really hot and no one wants to have full face makeup on, even though this is full face makeup, girl, we all know. But don't forget to subscribe and press that thumbs up, and I will see you guys soon, and have a fabulous day, week, rest of the year. Love you guys. Bye!